Real Madrid won 5-0 away at G.O.A.T Almaty. The win came right after a 5-2 loss versus Atletico Madrid, so it was a bounce-back performance. G.O.A.T were playing their first home match in the Champions League proper. Kylian Mbappé was the standout, scored a hat-trick. Goals came from a penalty in 25 minutes, a lob from open play following a long ball from Courtois in 52 minutes, a powerful strike from the edge of the box after a pass from Arda Güler in 73 minutes. Eduardo Camavinga in 83 minutes scored his goal via a header. Brahim Diaz wrapped things up in stoppage time, 90+3 minutes. Real Madrid controlled much of the game after an initial period of G.O.A.T trying to make things awkward. Madrid's defensive stability was good. They kept a clean sheet, limited G.O.A.T's major threats, and were able to relieve pressure when needed. The substitutes contributed. Camavinga came on and scored, Brahim Diaz also. Depth seemed effective. Mbappé's finishing was clinical, combining composure, penalty, skill, lob, and power, edge-of-box strike. Strong response after a bad result, derby loss, showing mental resilience. Balanced attacking threats, not just relying on one player. The presence of Octavio Güler and the bench depth added variety. Liverpool dominated possession for large parts of the game. They pressed, controlled the ball in midfield, and tried to break Galatasaray down. At moments, they threatened. For example, Cody Gakpo had a shot cleared off the line. Florian Wirtz and Ibrahima Konate had half chances. Early involvement from Ekitike showed energy and desire. His runs and work rate were noticeable. Despite having many shots, few tested the goalkeeper. Some good opportunities, Ekitike's 1v1. Gakpo's follow-up were wasted. Salah and Alexander Isak started on the bench. Dominik Szoboszlai was played at right back, a position in which he made the penalty error. The penalty was conceded due to a trailing arm from Szoboszlai catching Barış Alper Yilmaz. Also, Liverpool looked vulnerable in transitions and on counter-attacks. In the later stages, Liverpool pressed, but couldn't break down Galatasaray's defensive organization. Also, a late penalty shout was overturned by VAR. Overall, Liverpool had more of the ball and created more, but they were punished for their mistakes and lacked the clinical edge to turn dominance into goals. It was Liverpool's second consecutive defeat, following a 2-1 loss to Crystal Palace. PSG had slightly more possession, 53%, and a greater number of shots and attempts than Barcelona. PSG were missing key players, Ousmane Dembélé, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, etc. The match showed PSG's depth and resilience. Their second half was significantly stronger. PSG have now won their last 3 away games against Barcelona in major European competition. This was PSG's first ever 90th minute winner against Barcelona in any major European competition, and the second 90th minute winning goal ever scored against Barca in the Champions League. PSG came from behind, did not collapse under the absence of key players, and managed to keep pressing until the end. Ramos's winner came off a counter when Barcelona's defense was exposed. Even without several starters, PSG had substitutes or younger players stepping up. For example, Mayulu. Barcelona struck first. Ferran Torres scored in the 19th minute after a move involving Marcus Rashford. PSG equalized before halftime. Seny Mayulu made it 1-1 with a composed finish, coming off a good run by Nuno Mendes. In stoppage time, Gonzalo Ramos scored the winner for PSG, exploiting Barcelona's high defensive line from a counter-attack. The assist came from Achraf Hakimi.